Introduction. In contemporary Western society, raising children who uphold moral values, integrity, and hard work has become a big challenge. The life lessons that the children are consistently exposed to serve to perpetuate the incorrect moral behaviors that they internalize. It is important to recognize and appreciate a child whenever he or she does something right. Good grades deserve recognition, and so is an exemplary performance in sports. Similarly, a token of appreciation would suffice whenever a child goes out of the way to do the right thing. However, the kind of reward or form of appreciation that the child receives is of great importance. Arguments for and against rewarding children. Parents and teachers should be able to distinguish the thin line that exists between offering a reward and bribing a child. Arguelles argues that offering rewards, especially monetary, is akin to the commercialization of good work. Some experts, on the other hand, support this as an incentive for a continuation of the good deed or work. They draw a similarity between rewarding children to everyday adult life. Adults go to work to be paid, you perform well in your duties at work and you get a salary raise or bonuses, you drive carefully and avoid accidents and you pay less insurance premium, and the list goes on and on. They argue that incentives and rewards act as a motivator to encourage people to strive to work harder. However, does the principle hold true for both adults and children? When should children be rewarding? Experts in child psychology and development agree with the assertion that rewarding children has the tendency of encouraging them to work hard, especially when there is a promise of even a better reward. They are, however, quick to warn that this may lead to a long-term negative effect on the child. Children should not be rewarded for an act of honesty or kindness. This virtue should instead be cultivated in the child through similar actions from parents, teachers, and other adults. Small gifts, such as learning aids, will always motivate a child to perform well and complete a task. The disadvantage of such gifts to a young child is that they will always enhance dependency on outside motivators to learn as opposed to internal self-motivation. The pride children hold in their ability to accomplish a task on their own is eroded. Similarly, such a gift dissipates personal initiative by children and lends itself more as a bribe than an incentive. Effects of reward on a child's character development. Offer of reward deprives children of the opportunity to choose to do the right thing of their own volition. Rewards essentially narrow down children's perspective of a task or role and diminish their initiative to do the task their own way. Children will equally have a tendency to focus on the reward rather than the task. The analogy that adults work hard for commensurate pay is not similar to rewarding children to perform better. In most cases, adults work for more than just the paycheck. They look for career growth, job satisfaction, and many more. Offering children rewards for good performance is like teaching them to appreciate only the paycheck. Conclusion. Rewarding children has both positive and negative implications. Parents and teachers should therefore practice positive reinforcement irrespective of whether they choose to reward children or not. Long-lasting positive virtues are acquired by consistently communicating to children good behavior and moral standing both verbally and through actions. This and many other essays are available at studycorgi.com.